Hey everybody, Paula here. Welcome back to my channel, The Flavorful Home, and welcome back to a different kitchen than you usually see. We sold our home in August and I am in a new place, and so this is where you'll see a lot of the cooking videos taking place. It is Crocktober, one of the best collaborations that takes place every year. It's hosted by Jenny's Scratch-Made Kitchen and Kettle Kitchen. There will be a playlist in the description box. Always check the description box. There is a live giveaway on November 2nd at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So make sure you watch the videos and comment so that you get into the drawing. I am making a delicious recipe, slow cooker Korean beef from Damn Delicious. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She's been around for quite a while, and she has such a great array of all sorts of recipes. I printed mine up. It's a habit I have now made sure to do. Print your recipes. You never know if someone decides to make their recipes a Patreon, which happened to me, or a power outage and you can't access it, but if you have it printed, you can. So remember, watch, check the description box, and now we're going to look at what goes into this recipe. Come on. Okay, so here's all the ingredients assembled. You need chuck roast cut into 1-inch cubes. Doesn't have to be exact. Some are a little smaller because chuck roast could be fatty and I like to trim it up. You have a cup of beef broth. I'm not the food police. Use whatever beef broth you want, be it in a box, in a can, bouillon, dissolved. Your kitchen, your rules. A half a cup of brown sugar, 4 garlic cloves minced, a tablespoon of sesame oil, tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, a tablespoon of grated ginger, fresh ginger. Also, I don't even peel it anymore. I was watching Brian Langestrom's YouTube. He doesn't peel his ginger. I don't do it either. Sriracha, you're going to need a teaspoon or more, less, your taste. Onion powder. Onion powder is a half a teaspoon. It calls for white pepper. I can't be bothered with that. I'm just using my ground pepper. It's only a half a teaspoon. And you're going to need cornstarch towards the end. This is going to thicken it up. You need 2 scallions or green onions sliced thinly. That's for serving also. And some sesame seeds. A teaspoon gets sprinkled on top. We're going to dump all this into the crock pot and let it go. Okay, we're going to put our meat in. We're just going to get that all into the crock pot. And I will have a link to the recipe. I actually have it all printed up. Damn Delicious has so many good recipes, and I do suggest printing up your recipes in lieu of power outages and whatnot. Now you're going to add all your ingredients except the cornstarch, green onions, and sesame seeds into I don't remember if I said you need soy sauce. I don't think I did, but it's low sodium and it's a half a cup of that. Hence the fact that I'm going to give a link to the recipe so that in case anything is forgotten, you have a printable version of it. Okay, that's a half a cup. And it goes. I dare say this is one of the most important ingredients, so shame on me if I didn't say it. Your brown sugar, your garlic, okay. Let's do the tablespoon of vinegar and a tablespoon of the sesame oil. Sesame oil is such a classic flavoring too. And it goes. Now your sriracha, like I said, a teaspoon more or less. I'm just eyeballing it. That's about a teaspoon. A half a teaspoon of onion powder. Again, I'm eyeballing it. That's about half a teaspoon. And about a half a teaspoon of white pepper if you choose to use it, or just fresh ground pepper. You decide. And it's a half a teaspoon, and that looks good. And then you want that sugar to get dissolved. You're mixing it all up nice. And then we're gonna pour it right on top of the chuck. There you go. And just stir it around. Now you can cook this on high for 7 to 8 hours. I mean low, 7 to 8 hours, or high 3 to 4. After 3 hours, start looking at it because you don't want it to be shredded. You would like to have its integrity. So I'm going to pop it in and we'll come back when it's ready. Okay, you're going to do 2 tablespoons of cornstarch into a 1/4 cup of water because this is what's going to thicken up your sauce, which I now put back up to high. And you just want to give that a good mix because you don't want any of those little clumps on the bottom. And let's move over to put it in. Got that top off. And we're just gonna pour this in and give it a little stir, and then it'll come back up to temperature. The instructions say 30 minutes to thicken, but I'll keep my eye on it and we'll see how long it takes. But we'll get that covered back up to get nice and thick. Okay, we're gonna plate up. And I am serving this with some rice, and the juice or the sauce did get more syrupy like with the addition of the cornstarch for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to put a little bit of green onion and a little sprinkle of sesame seeds, and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, it's pretty hot, so let's see. Oh my goodness. The juice with the rice. is a keeper of a recipe. Check the description box. Remember, Jenny's Scratch Made Kitchen on the 2nd for the live giveaway, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, but I'll have all the info below. I will put a link to a printable recipe from Damn Delicious. Please check out all the recipes. Thank you for visiting with me. Till next time, go create something wonderful. Bye-bye.